Hello, everybody. Let's dive deeper into the fascinating concept of expectation. What exactly is an expectation? How does it shape our emotions and future actions? An expectation, at its core, is a mental projection, a vision of what might happen during a certain moment or time frame. This mental imaginary leaves a memory imprint in our brains and interacts with environmental feedback, invoking emotions like joy, anger, sadness, or even surprise. But how does this all work? Let's explore with an example. Take a scenario from the comedy series Unexpected featuring Wang Da-chui, a Chinese uh, small drama. After landing a job, Da-chui envisions a cascade of future successes. Soon, I'll be promoted, get a rise, become a CEO, marry a rich and beautiful partner, and reach the peak of my life. Thinking about it makes me feel a little thrilled. This sequence of thoughts is a classic example how G-waves project onto the G-wave display zone in our consciousness. The initial G sparks a chain reaction, activating related G's like promotion, wealth, and romance. Each activated G generates its own G waves, which are projected back onto the display zoom, creating a vivid vision of the future. But what happens if Da Chui instead fanta- fan- fantasizes, fantasizes about someone else getting the promotion? The emotions tied to the vision would be completely different, likely not as exciting. Why? This is where the concept of the self-Jew comes into play, a recognition of me as the center of this mental imaginary. The self-Jew is a constant in our walking state. It's the internal voice that reminds us this is happening to me. For example, imagine breaking a bone yourself versus seeing a friend or loved one break theirs. While both experience elicit empathy, the creates a stronger emotional response when it involves you. Interestingly, in cases of multiple personalities, a person can have more than one active self-G. Expectations, memories, and immediate perceptions are all G-wave projections onto the G-wave display zone. They correspond to the future, past, and present, respectively. Each of these carries its own unique temporal signature, coupling with specific time G to ensure their placement in our perception. But here's something fascinating. Expectations often follow a logical sequence. For instance, in Datri's vision, he imagines promotions leading to becoming a CEO and then marrying his ideal partner. Why this order? It reflects the logical connections formed by our past experiences. Each G connects to another, like stations on a railway line. However, if one G, like marrying a wealthy partner, becomes disproportionately strong, it could alter the entire sequence. This G wave might override the logical pathway, leading Dachi to focus solely on that vision first. Now, let's examine how environmental feedback reshapes expectations. Picture a boy reaching for a lollipop, only to receive a slap instead. Oh, initially, the boy's expectation of getting candy likely brought him joy. This expectation triggered a series of G waves, motivating his action to grab the candy. But the slap introduces a new G wave, a sensory feedback wave that activates survival and emotional Gs. The boy feels pain and sadness, forming a new memory of this event. This experience reshapes his original candy seeking G, blending it with the memory of punishment. This process highlights the com- combinability and adaptability of Gs, showing how external feedback fundamentally modifies our internal narratives. Expectations are essentially simulated experiences, Gs that create G waves, which project onto the display zone and leave lasting memory imprints. With repeated exposure, these expectations become stronger and more stable. However, this same mechanism can also reshape values and intentions. Imagine someone repeatedly revisiting an expectation. Over time, even subtle details of that G may change. For example, eyewitnesses might falsely identify a suspect after repeated questioning, a result of G modification. On the flip side, positive G wave repetition can strengthen our intentions, like building confidence or cultivating optimism. This principle is a powerful tool in reshaping values and behaviors, for better or worse. Expectations, memories, and their interplay with feedback define so much of who we are. The next time you catch yourself daydreaming or reflecting, consider the incredible complexity of the G's at work behind the scenes. If you are curious about how G waves influence everything from motivation to fear, hit the subscribe button and stay tuned for our next episode. Let's uncover the hidden forces shaping our mind, one G wave at a time. See you next time. Bye bye.